So I've been a normal user for StrivePD for a while, and I like the app. It's got some good features in there, lots of good logging, exercise, gives you good information. It's missing reports, good reports that I can go to and look at. And I've always not been too impressed with the tracking. I've used the tracking for like tremors because I don't have dyskinesia. I've used the tracking for tremors to determine whether or not we need increases of meds. When I go talk to the neurologist, but it shows a lot of dyskinesia, and I don't have dyskinesia. The team is great. Love the team. I love StrivePD. It's great, but something, talk with other people and just wanting to see if there's something that might be a little bit more accurate. I went out and tried, I think it's NeuroRPM. It doesn't have a lot of the features that StrivePD does, which is sort of a bummer. But taking a look at the tracking, I feel like it's better, like it's more accurate. It doesn't show a whole lot of dyskinesia for me. Sometimes it does, but I also move my hands in ways that could be interpreted by data as dyskinesia. I always have for a long time. But now I haven't been using it long. I don't think I've been using it a week yet. But I feel like it's better. When I'm looking at the tremors, they just seem more accurately tracked. Because I don't have times where I do have tremors and other times I do. It also breaks down the hours, so I can see, like, throughout a day what my tremors, things like that, tremors, slowness, and then dyskinesia, which I don't have dyskinesia, but it does have that as well. So it's nice being able to see throughout the day what that looks like, but also a larger view of those occurring. And when looking at it, dyskinesia doesn't show up very much, as I mentioned. So I feel like it's a little bit better. Now, do your own checks and tests, right? If I could do a lot of exercising and all that kind of stuff, I probably would stay with StrivePD. But with dystonia, I can't do a lot of exercising. I'm going to do some other things, but I can't do exercising, and those I can track elsewhere. So it's sort of a give and take. StrivePD has a lot of really good things that you can use to track throughout the day. Features, and they're adding a lot more. And the team is amazing. I love them. I've talked with them quite a bit. I love them. They're I can't say enough good things about them. They care very deeply about the community, trying to do the best they can with their app. And as I mentioned, there's lots of things that you can track, and it shows you lots of things. It just doesn't have a lot of reports, and I've never felt like something was missing or off with the tracking. Like the dyskinesia, like I mentioned. So I went to try it out, StriveRPM or NeuroRPM, and to me it seems a lot more accurate. I'm missing a lot of features. So it's a give and take. Do you want something with lots of features that you can do stuff with, where maybe the tracking's not perfect, but you can still get an idea of what's going on? Or do you want accuracy? Well, that's not really a good way to put it, or more accurate, I should say. I don't know how accurate over RPM, because I have no way of, I don't have a doctor walking around with me every day. But I just looking at the data, it just seems like it's more accurate. So just thought I would make this and give my thoughts. Sorry for the long video. My brain doesn't always work, and sometimes it takes a long time for me to talk stuff out. So nothing bad about StrivePD. Again, I love them. I've used them for a long time, or some time. I can't remember how long. I even did the extra option. I forget what it's called. I had to stop because I'm going on disability. so I had to pull in how much money I was spending. Um, but both of them are great so far. Well, the NeuroRPM I haven't had that long, but to me, both of them are really good options. It just depends on sort of what you're looking for and what you want to do. I hope NeuroRPM in the future will allow for more tracking related stuff, right? So, are you exercising? If it, pick up more stuff in Apple Health. I hope they come out with a Android option. The nice thing about NeuroRPM is you can use give it to a caregiver, but the caregiver has to have an iPhone. iPad doesn't work. My wife, I sent her a thing and she tried it on the iPad and it's like, nope, gotta have an iPhone. I was like, well, that's a bummer. So hopefully they sort of get their stuff worked out. So both have pros and cons. Unfortunately, both are also on iPhone. I wish they would do Google Health as well. Maybe it's because Google's not as accurate as Apple. And I'm not sure that actually, I don't know if Google has I don't remember what Apple calls it. But it tracks, tremors and stuff like that. So Google may not have it. And that may be why it's not on Google now that I'm thinking about it. But, again, both have their pros and cons. No dissing of anything. Just my sort of 2 cents. And it really depends on what you're looking for. So I hope if you have any questions or, anything, feel free to reach out and ask. Happy to answer them. I still have StrivePD on my phone to capture stuff. So both, you could use both, best of both worlds maybe. I hope this was helpful. It may not be. My brain doesn't always put things together very well, but I at least wanted to get this out. And looking at the time, I am way too long on this. I'll talk to you later.